So we would want to answer some questions before we even proceed. And some of the questions is what is this we're talking about called GIS? I know you've had GIS in many aspects, or you've maybe encountered the term in different contexts, but GIS, mostly, to put it simply, is a software or a product that basically works with spatial data. There are quite a lot of context or a number of details that you can find within the GIS industry or GIS realm. There are quite interesting things that you'll find about GIS. So in some cases, you find the definitions as GIS being the software which can manipulate, can store, can analyze data that has location aspect. So we've already mentioned about different terms such as spatial data, which is basically data with the location element. And we are going to see that this is the data that we are supposed to use in a GIS. Of course, we can use other data that's not having location element, but the core is data with location. We can supplement it with data that has no location. As we shall see in the case of joins, we shall see how those works. We'll be able to find how the different components are wired. So dive in. So GIS, we can use GIS in a day-to-day basis to carry out different analysis, carry out different processes. And since it's a computer system, it means we can basically use it in different contexts. We are able to see how we are able to use GIS in different industries. When we get to the topic of applications of GIS, we shall see it's more of an integral or more of a plug and play kind of solution to most of the sectors we have around today. So a GIS will basically help you in many different ways. You can have data, you can carry out different analysis, you can get different data sources, you can do a lot of manipulation to data. It could be satellite data, it could be GPS data, it could be survey data, it could be any kind of data source that you think can come up with data with location. You can basically use that, or you can basically say that you're using a GIS. So there are different terms that we'll use across the board. In this training, you'll find some terms. Some of them are synonyms, some of them define specific components or criteria within the GIS sector. And these are the terms that we are going to use across the training. So one of the key terms that we use is basically the difference between data and information. This coming from an IT background, you know, this is well defined as data we could say is the raw elements or raw descriptions, and information is data that has been analyzed, to put it simply. But in most cases, we'll find that when working with GIS, we might, for example, say I want to load data into my GIS, or I want to load layers into my GIS. So in most cases, those two terms basically used interchangeably. So we find the difference. And there are other terms such as information system. We are defining GIS as a system. Some can say it's a computer system, some can say it's an information system. All these are terms that are bringing together the concept that we want to understand of GIS.